Yeah, not trying to impress folk with an ostentatious display of something that's not really real. But I want to be blessed for real. I want to be blessed indeed. Anybody in here want to be blessed indeed? Woo! Hallelujah. A whole lot of folk trying to impress. But bless me indeed. Let my blessing be real. Oh my God. Now what else does he say? Bless me indeed and enlarge my coast. Now, when you look, other versions called it my borders or my territory. Hello. Enlarge my territory. This isn't inconsistent with what Isaiah is promised. We love to go to 54th chapter of Isaiah, down to verse 17, where he says, no weapon that's formed against thee will prosper. But you need to start up at the beginning of chapter 54 in Isaiah. And around verse 2, the Lord tells his people who have recently come out of bondage, and he looks upon them as a divorced wife that he's taken back. And he says, I want you to know, you need to now lengthen your cords. I'm getting ready to expand your tent. I'm getting ready to enlarge your territory. Yeah, those stakes are too close now. Move them out and lengthen your cord, because I'm getting ready to expand your tent. And say what you want to. When God gets ready to enlarge you, you got to make some preparations. Some of the main preparations you got to make are mental preparations. I used to say it all the time 30 years ago at the dawn of the Bountiful Blessings Ministry, that a lot of folk talk about being blessed, but you're not psychologically geared to be blessed. Before God bless you, you got to be ready for criticism. You don't have to change. You don't have to do nothing. But when folks see you being blessed, they will start saying you acting funny. So you got to get ready for all of that. Yeah. Anybody here want him to enlarge your territory? Well, somebody ought to look at you and say, get ready. Get ready for it to happen. See, a lot of things you got to get ready for. I look at this church when we first opened 28 years ago, when we opened up in the old part of the white and gold building, 547 Mississippi Boulevard. Yeah. Didn't even own the land here. It didn't take much to protect what God had given us. But as we added more and more property, stretched out, it becomes expensive to stretch out. You got to have security to cover what you're stretching over. You got to have some workers in order to keep in order. Oh, you don't hear what I'm saying. If you think that you can sit there and God's going to enlarge your territory and you don't have to have no more responsibility than you got now, you're not ready for him to enlarge your territory. You got to get ready for a blessing. Ready in your mind. And you up here complaining now about an $87 utility bill. And you telling God you want him to bless you. With a house with 10,000 square feet. You better quit complaining about your $87, because you're going to pay more when you get those 10,000 square feet. You got to elevate your mind if you want God to enlarge. Because if you keep that same small mind, he can enlarge it, but they're going to soon foreclose. You got to get out of that poor thinking. Oh my God. If you want God to enlarge it, quit being a poor mouth. Quit holding a pity party. Quit being narrow. Quit being stingy. If you want God to enlarge you, start thinking large. I'm almost finished. Oh, that thou would bless me indeed and enlarge my territory. In other words, what he's really saying is, give me more land. Because when all is said and done, true wealth is really in land. Hello, somebody. And that thine hand might be with me. In other words, I don't want you to bless me and enlarge my territory and then withdraw from me. You're in a mess if God bless you and then leave you. You need his hand. You need his hand of approval. You need his hand of direction. You need his hand of protection, because the enemies will be coming after you. You're going to need God's hand to stop the enemy dead.